Have you ever made a DIY that actually helps you make a decision? You're going to want to stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney. I am so excited for today's video. We will be working with these wooden dice from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be bringing you several high-end DIY decor pieces, but what I'm really excited about is what's on the front end of the video. That's right, I am bringing you DIYs that will help you make decisions. This is something that I guarantee 99.9% of us have to deal with family, with friends. We try to make this decision, and today I've got the answer. Let's get crafting. For this DIY, you want to grab 3 wooden dice. You want to pick some colors that represent the seasons of summer, fall, and Christmas. So for summer, I chose yellow, for fall, I chose orange, and for Christmas, I chose red. Now this is a step you won't need to do, but what I did was measure the dice and it came to 1.25 and I created some labels. That's right, we are making decision dice and I've got some really fun ones in store for you. Here is the printable that I made that will get you started. I will link it down below in the description box, and I printed mine on full sheet label stickers or label paper so that it made it super easy to attach these to my dice. So once you get these cut out, now you could use your Cricut if you wanted to. I just cut mine out by hand. You want to apply your stickers to your dice. So I made a summer bucket list, I made a fall and a Christmas bucket list. I'm going to put the stickers down, and to make this secure and make sure these stickers don't fall off, give it a seal of some Mod Podge. Now let's make a cute container to put these in. I grabbed this container from Dollar Tree and started by taking the lid and just painting the underside of the lid with some white paint, kind of willy-nilly, nothing too crazy, but you know, wasn't trying to make it all perfect. And then for the bottom of the container, I found 3 different themes of scrapbook paper: a summer, a fall, and a Christmas. All of these came from the 5 Seasons pack from Hobby Lobby. You guys hear me talking about it all the time. And I opted to just put Mod Podge on the bottom of the container, and instead of putting the scrapbook paper inside the container, I put it on the bottom because I felt like it gave it more of a high-end look, and there's a little bit of a lip on the bottom, so it worked out really well. Now another option you could do here is you could make a summer themed box, so you could do the summer bucket list dice for one of the options. Another one you could use maybe a chore list. Hey, are your kids begging for screen time? Make them roll the dice and they have to do that chore before they get screen time. And then the third one could be I'm bored. I gave you some options on that printable to make a I'm bored dice, and it gives them lots of options they can do if they come up to you and say, Mom, what can I do? The last thing to do here is add a sticker to the top. I'm just going to take this sticker I cut on my Cricut. It says bucket list. I will link the file that I made down below in the description box. You could hand paint, you could add your own stickers on top, whatever you'd like. Add the dice and you're ready to go. Now, this is a quick little DIY that's going to accompany one of the bucket list items. So on the fall dice, there is make s'mores. Although some people do make them in the summer, this is something fun you can do if you want to set up a s'mores bar. Grab as many of the dice as you'd like and paint them all white. I'm using chalk paint, but you certainly could spray paint if you'd like to do that as well. Then taking colored glue. You guys know I love this stuff from Surebonder. I work with it all the time. I'm going to use the brown and use that to make the chocolate. I get a lot of questions about working with colored glue sticks, so here's the 101 that I can tell you for it. Number 1, yes, I do have a separate glue gun for my colored glue sticks, and when you change out the colors, there is a little bit of overflow from one color to the next. So what do I do with that extra glue? I squirt it into silicone molds. Sometimes it's just a plain mold that I will then reuse that glue by throwing it into my glue pot, which is what I use when I work with florals. Or sometimes it'll be shapes, and then I can go back in and paint those and make them into thumbtacks, charms, what have you. So you definitely can use that excess. The other thing is if I don't need a lot of a color, I will cut the glue sticks in half. It works just fine, no worries, so you can do that as well. With the glue all dry, we're ready to sketch out the faces on our marshmallows. I'm just using a pencil to sketch out the eyes and the mouth, and then I will use a Sharpie marker to do the eyes and the mouth. And for the cheeks, I wanted to use paint, so I'll just take a detail paintbrush and paint a little bit of pink on there. You could use paint markers for this, whatever you'd like, and you can make all kinds of different faces. Now this one is the first of some of the fun decision dice. This one's gonna help you answer that question, what do you wanna watch? So grab a dice, paint it whatever you'd like. I'm just using brown wax. I'm gonna wipe it off with a baby wipe to get a distressed look. And then I'm gonna add the streaming services to it, from Hulu to Netflix to HBO Go to Disney Plus. Add those. You could expand on this and take another dice and then add movie categories. From thriller to comedy to horror, whatever you like, action. Roll both of those. You've saved yourself some time, and now the hardest part is just to actually pick the movie, but at least you've got a head start. This next set of dice are going to be the ones that help you the most, that will make your life so much easier, because you know what happens? We all get in the car, and this is the question that we all have to make a decision about.
Where would you like to go for dinner? What should we have for dinner tonight?
Hey, what should we get for dinner?
What's for dinner?
What should we get for dinner?
Where do you want to go eat? And there it is, the dreaded question asked in many different ways. These dice will help you come to a decision. I mean, come on, we've all been there, gotten in the car, you got the kids in the back saying, we should go to Chick-fil-A, pleading their case as if it's the last meal they're ever gonna eat. Let the dice decide. You know what, you can blame it on me and just say, hey, Creative on the Cheap said we have to eat here. And speaking of being excited about these decision dice, one of my crafty friends said this is really gonna help her out.
I got my dice right here, my printable right here, and I am cutting out the food decision dice from Courtney's printable. I'm going to figure out what my husband and I are going to eat for lunch today. I'm not going to put Subway because my husband will not do this if I put Subway. He does not like Subways. We got Matt here, and whatever we roll, we're going to get for lunch. Okay?
Okay.
You have no say.
I have no say.
The dice does.
Okay.
You want it? You can roll it. Because then you're going to say I rigged it.
You probably still rigged it. Is this weighted?
No.
It's probably weighted on the Wendy's so you get Chick-fil-A.
No. I don't really like Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Dude, that's bogus. That wasn't even a roll.
So Matt, he is bringing the Wendy's. I see him. So Matt's bringing the Wendy's and apparently a dog. We didn't dice a dog.
Hold on.
Okay, we got our food. I got a chicken sandwich. What did you even get? He already ate it.
I got a spicy chicken sandwich.
Say thanks, Courtney Dice, for giving me my life back.
For giving me my life back. Thanks, Courtney Dice. Thanks, Courtney Dice, for picking fast food when we can.
Thank you, Bargain Bethany, for trying out the dice. I'm so glad they're going to help you make decisions now. Again, you can customize these to all your favorite restaurants, but here you go. No more trying to make that hard decision. Now, the last set of dice before I get into the home decor pieces, this is a crafter set that I think you're really gonna love. Now, this first dice, if you love the mystery box challenge and the crafter versus crafter challenge, you need to make this dice. It would be great if you host a craft night. It would be great if you just wanna make one of your crafting sessions extra fun. So I'm using some of my Arteza acrylic markers just to color this in with all kinds of colors. Make it colorful, make it fun. Again, you can paint these, make them whatever color you'd like, but I have created on that printable some fun challenges that you can put on this dice that essentially when you sit down to have a crafting session, you can roll the dice and it's going to throw something at you. It's going to throw a twist at you. Maybe you need to stop using your hot glue gun for 2 minutes. Maybe you need to blindfold yourself for 3 minutes. There's several different ideas on there, but it's just something super fun that will kind of give you that whole mystery box challenge vibe. The second dice to the crafter set is this one right here. I'm gonna leave it natural. I came up with several different craft stores and I'm gonna put them all over the dice. Now what this one can be used for is, let's say you've got some items that you wanna craft with, but you know you need a few other things. Roll the dice, let it decide what store you need to go to. So for my case here, I had a bunch of these wooden dice. I needed some more supplies, so you know what? I'm gonna roll this dice and let it decide where I need to go to pick up supplies to finish off these home decor pieces for you. The dice led me to Dollar Tree, so I walked around the store keeping those wooden dice back in my mind, found some items that kind of gave me an idea, and I am ready to head back home and make some more DIYs for you. Let's let the dice decide what I'm having for lunch. What a burger! So here's the haul from Dollar Tree. Picked up several things to make some more DIYs for you, along with a few fun extra things. I know the burning question is here. Probably, what did you actually get to eat for lunch? I got the Cobb salad, in case you're wondering. So this is what I ate. It's delicious. Get it if you've never tried it. Now, into this DIY, you're gonna need a large mirror and 2 of the small mirrors. I did have to go back and pick up another one. You can use either 3 wooden dice or 4. It's kind of just a preference on the look once you get these attached to the base. You'll need a set of the chopping mats. You will end up having to use both of those, and you also need a set of the sink mats. You will need both of those in that set as well. The first step is to take a small mirror and hot glue that to the larger mirror, making sure that you're gluing mirror to mirror. Once that's done, you want to flip it over and hot glue in your wooden dice. Now this is where it's your preference on the look. I thought I liked the look of 3, but once I got it all done, I like the look of 4 better. So I hot glued those down into the base. And then from there, you want to take it outside and you want to spray paint all of this. Spray paint this base. The extra small mirror, make sure you have that. You want to spray paint that as well. I live in a very humid area and spray painting is often pretty tricky. That's why I don't do it very often. So my mats actually were a little sticky, so it kind of showed my fingerprints even when I brought them inside to dry them. So just keep that in mind. But I will say that spray painting is probably the best way to get these covered. Now we need to do some assembling. So take your 2 dish mats and you want to hot glue them together just on the end. I just use hot glue to do that. And then we do need to trim this. And it doesn't matter which side you go to trim. The best way I can describe this as far as trimming is the seam where you glue the 2 pieces together. You want to have a row of 6 blocks at the top and then trim it. So like count over 6 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then trim it right there. Then from there, once you get that trimmed, you want to flip it over and attach your chopping mats. Now, the chopping mats have a shiny side and kind of a frosted side. The frosted side is the one that you want to have coming through your mat. So you want the shiny side on the inside. Basically, when you fold this around into a cylinder shape, the shiny side should be on the inside. You could also use vellum here like I did in my last lantern that I made, but the chopping mat works really well. It's a little bit more sturdy. So just use some hot glue to get that all attached. Once you take your mats, roll them up and put some hot glue in the base that you created, stick it down in there, and then you'll need to close up the back side of it. Again, I just used some hot glue. And then with that second small mirror, you're gonna stick that on the top. But first you need to put a light source in there. So you could do fairy lights. I would just recommend using one of the push lights. That's the easiest thing. Stick it in there, put the top on, and you've got yourself a great little desk light. Rolling into this fun summer DIY, grab 4 of the dice and paint them a fun bright color. I just went with kind of a turquoisey color here and gave them a good coat of paint. From there, you want to grab one of these wooden framed pictures from Dollar Tree. This is from the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I'm going to start by painting the bottom portion of it white. I'm only going to do 1 coat of white paint because I didn't really mind it not being full coverage. Then I'll tape that off so that I can paint the edge and the frame and the bottom of this with that same teal color that I used for the wooden dice. From there, grab some super fun colors that remind you of sprinkles. These are the ones that I chose. I decided to go in and just hand paint sprinkles. You could use a paint marker, that would work just as well. You could even cut out sprinkles on your Cricut if you wanted to and just apply vinyl to this. Once the sprinkles are down, your last step here is just to hot glue the 4 cubes to the bottom to make some feet. And you've made yourself a really cute display tray that you can use throughout the summer to display, set up a sundae bar, ice cream bar. You could do many different themes here. You could go watermelons, you could go lemons, but the whole idea is you have a nice little sturdy tray that you can use for displaying in the summertime. I wanted to circle back around to the dice one more time. This is a great gift idea for anyone that you might know, whether they're indecisive or not. You can customize it, make it super fun. Dollar Tree has tons of fun containers. This one I found, and it holds 4 of the dice, so you could customize it, paint the box, make it look all cute, and it will only cost you $3.75 to give a customized gift that comes from the heart. And there you go, some high-end decor pieces along with some decision dice using these little beauties from Dollar Tree. Let me know down below which one of these projects was your favorite. Also let me know, do you have an idea for a decision dice? Drop it down in the comments because someone may want to make your idea. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Here are some more videos you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!